Hey Ace Network, it's your girl Bam,
And it's Lay.
and finally back.
We are back, y'all. We hope y'all are ready for some good interviews and to get to know the people you really want to know.
So today we have a special guest with us today. He's a music artist, entrepreneur, and a real estate owner. He's been making serious moves independently, building not only his sound, but his business and ownership in his own way. So we're excited to dive into his journey, his mindset, and what it really takes to build success on your own terms. So everybody welcome. Enzo Mcfly.
McFly,
Yeah,
big time.
that intro so hard. Like that intro is amazing. I appreciate y'all for
Thank you.
taking the
I tried.
time out. You know what I'm saying to talk to me. That mean a lot. You know, we working hard out here.
We're happy to get to know you and see who you are.
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely.
So, looking into you, you're an independent artist, and we want to know, can you talk about both the highs and the struggles of being independent, especially when it feels like, it can be like a lonely
Yeah,
road?
yeah. Well, being independent, I think that's Brenda. Being independent, being independent is not easy. You know, it take a lot. It require a lot. You gotta have money. You gotta have wit. You gotta have focus and drive. But at the same time, I think that none of us want to. And my aunt told me this a long time ago. She was just like, "You can't work for nobody. Like you don't even. That ain't even you. You know what I'm saying?" And I was like, and that was a time where I looked at her crazy because I was like, I just want to make some money. Like I'll do whatever I got to do. I'll work for somebody, whatever. But she was really just trying to say that I was competent enough, I was confident enough, I was articulate enough, I was hardworking enough to make my own opportunities. You know what I'm saying? And when I looked at it like that, that's when my life started to change. You know.
So before we dive into your music career, can you tell us about young Enzo? For those who don't know you yet, where are you from and what was your childhood like?
Man, so I'm originally from Houston. You know, I come from the south side of Houston. And that was good. You know what I'm saying? My mom raised by a single mother. You know, my mom did an amazing job raising me. She made sure to put, education into my life. You know what I'm saying? She put education into my life and she made sure that I was always in the best schools. So, I definitely felt going from, how I was raised and shit to school and seeing rich kids and they had what they have, it motivated me at a young age to, what I'm saying, to want to win. And then I moved to LA, then I moved to New York. Like I went to seventh grade in Cali, Chino Hills, and then I went to eighth grade in New York. I went to IS 204 in Queens. So coming from Queens to LA to Houston, it's like that's why I like people be like, damn, you from Houston or damn, you from Cali or damn nigga, where
Where-
you from? You know what I'm saying? But I for sure rep Houston. I grew up very like unstable in a good way.
So you graduated in New York?
Nah, I went back to
Back
Houston in
to
high
Houston.
school. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Whew.
And I was
So,
rapping. Shit, I was a little nigga trying to rap.
so what age did you start rapping, and like, what made you get into it?
So my pops took me to the studio um when I was 7 years old. But I was already like, envisioning myself rapping. I fucked with Lil Bow Wow and shit. Just like I knew that I could do it. You know what I'm saying? So, it kind of just and then I had a passion for music and writing and all of that. So once I started expressing myself and writing my raps and rapping, my dad took me to the studio when I was 7 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So you don't look at music as like, so I guess you do have to market yourself in an analytical way, but when you make a song and make music, it's more from your heart, so not for like the
But,
antics and the numbers.
well, shit, this go back to being independent. Like if I got a successful real estate company and I got other successful companies, me doing music, I can stay true to myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not desperate to get attention. I'm not desperate to, cause I know this shit really. You know what I'm saying? This is it's Tuesday. This I ain't shooting no video or nothing. We just chilling. You know what I'm saying? This shit feel good to be able to do what you want to do. You don't need nobody's approval. You know what I'm saying? You don't need nobody's. I don't give a fuck if respectfully. I don't give a fuck if nobody listen to my shit. I know I'm jamming. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put out the most quality shit. I'm with the hardest outfits. I'm gonna have the best sound. So, and eventually niggas gonna know. You know what I'm saying? So,
Just like your flow. Your flow is decent.
yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate that.
That actually goes into my next question. So if you was to drop a song on Friday and check back a week later and it's not doing numbers like you expected, how do you process that? Do you think it's like a flop, or do you think
Man,
given time for music to grow?
at the beginning, I was able to meet and talk to Nipsey Hussle before he passed when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, bro, drop it every day. Don't worry about the numbers. Don't worry about who looking at it. Don't worry about who watching it. You know what I'm saying? Just drop. Just keep on dropping. Keep on dropping. Don't even look at how many people watching it. I didn't get that then, because when you coming up, you want approval, you want attention. You damn near, like, people hide their likes on their posts and shit. Like, everybody be so big on approval, but over time I learned that once I got fully confident within myself, that shit don't mean nothing for real. So if I drop a song this week and it got 100 views in a week, I wouldn't feel no way, because at the end of the day, one, that's just 1 week. Two, we gonna keep pushing this shit. Three, I'm looking at this shit impressed. So you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah.
So you said that you were told, like, inspired by Nipsey to drop music, like, daily. But like, are there any songs that you try to like hold like to yourself, or like keep as like a low key drop?
I definitely try my best to. I got a lot of music in the vault. I got a song that I'm actually about to drop. I've been had that in the vault for like 9 months. Just listening to that bitch. So I'm I'm just like, man, I gotta give them this shit. You know what I'm saying? So hell yeah, I think every rapper do, every artist do. We sit on our music because that's how much we love our shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's like little kid, you don't want to let them see the world.
Yeah.
So do you think that like somebody can release too much music, or do you believe that like as long as you hear it and you know it's good, then
Um,
keep pushing?
the human ear get tired of anything. You know what I'm saying? If you hear somebody talking too much, you're gonna get tired of them talking. You know what I mean? So you could release as much as you want. Hopefully it's versatile. But nowadays and now in my career, I like to keep everything organic. I like to keep everything just flowing good. You know what I'm saying? So I could continue to just, do what I do.
Yeah. Period.
Do you feel as though artists who are signed to major labels have an advantage over independent artists like yourself?
Artists sign to major labels, they're in a huge deficit. They in a lot of debt. They're controlled. They don't own their careers. If you sign to a label, it means nothing. If you part of the 1% club that's going platinum and doing all that shit, you still in debt. um and who want to live a borrowed life, you know what I'm saying? So some artists have some artists have great deals and deal structures, so I'm not knocking it. Of course, one day I want to get a joint venture with a major record company, and it will be a good split. It will be a good agreement, and it will be guidelines that's going to be followed. But um and for the independent artists, it just depends on how big your game is. It depends on how creative you could be. It depends on how, dope and different you could be. And your shit could cut through. So anything is possible. No one has the advantage. You know what I'm saying?
Like, what do you think the pros and cons of people that are signed under one rapper to the label? Like, isn't that's like, is that not more debt, or is it?
Yeah, I mean, it's another company. I mean, I say y'all talking to somebody who follow code, so I damn near don't speak on niggas,
I'm messing like
period.
that.
You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't know what the hell they was doing or what they had going on, but I know that the music business, um, it could get tricky. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so we see your Instagram and that you're experiencing experimenting merch, including cash on delivery merch through EnzoMcfly.com. What are you learning about the merch business so far?
That's a great question. You know what I'm saying? That's a great question because it's an active question. So merch, I love clothes. Fly shit is my passion,
Mhm.
and and experimenting with merch and doing different shit. It's interesting. You know what I'm saying? It's another form of being creative. So I'm just excited to. I got a lot of shit in the works. I'm excited to fuck around with clothes. You know, I will have a clothing line in the future. It's gonna be crazy. So, you know, this only the beginning. Just seeing that logo and allowing people to support is important. Right now I got merch for the label. Cash on delivery merch is available now on EnzoMcFly.com. You can support.
Okay. Do you see yourself building more of a brand or just like a collection of music?
Um, I'm building both. You know, I'm working on the
Mhm.
music and I'm building a catalog and I'm working on businesses. I actually just, you know, it's crazy. I asked about business. I just started a new business today. You know what I'm saying? And it's on the way. It's in this folder, but in this folder holds a new filing, a new certificate of formation, a new EIN number. So, you know, it's a new business on
Okay.
the way. We here to stay, baby. Yeah.
As an independent artist, do you feel like you often have turned down like large sums of money? Or
Um, I'm gonna keep it all the way a book. Like I done been signed before. I know how that feels. Um, a lot of niggas gonna cap. You know, I've never been offered a huge sum of money to sign a contract. So, you know, like I say, I've turned down deals. Um, and it like I say, it wasn't a large amount of money. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's a large amount of money. It's subjective. You get what I'm saying? Because it just depends on how you spend money. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
So, like, do you think a certain level of delusion is required to grow at a higher level?
man, it's so crazy. I was like, I was telling somebody, having an argument with somebody. I was like, man, you ain't fucking with me in business. Like I'm a business tycoon. You know what I'm saying? And I was just having that level of confidence. And it was like, man, Enzo, you delusional. I'm like, yeah, I gotta be delusional. Like who else gonna tell me that? You know what I'm saying? Who else gonna tell me
You
I'm
feel
gonna be
me?
bigger than
Yeah.
Jay-Z? You gotta be delusional to the point that you crazy, to the point you sound stupid, to the
Okay.
point to the point that you just sound like who the fuck does this person think they are? You know what I'm saying? So I agree with that's a like these questions is good. This is a great conversation for sure, for sure.
so you've built a strong network and have a lot of connections. How did you build that network? And what are the key principles for independent artists when it comes to relationships?
Like building relationships is necessary. Building relationships is the only way that you're going to become successful. If you limit it to yourself, you at a complete I mean, you in a losing battle. You fighting a losing battle. So you gotta have alliances. You gotta have people that you could connect with and work with and fuck with. And how I build my network, I do have a strong network, a super strong network. Um, and I built it. It's crazy. I built it through being fearless. You know what I'm saying? Like I built it through just like, hey, fuck with me. Like whatever we need to do, let's do it. I built it by being able to play any position. I built it by being humble. I built it by being honest. You know what I'm saying? Being trustworthy, um, standing on respect, standing on morals and principles. I built it through. Man, I built that motherfucker. That's all I like to say. I built it. You know what I'm saying?
How do you feel about trying to turn your music into like a real business opportunity while also maintaining ownership of your companies and trying to make a new one?
Um, you need a team. You know what I'm saying? I got a strong team. I got my brother. You know what I'm saying, who helped me a lot, you know, and we brothers through business, we brothers through friendship. Uh, he helps me a lot, and I have another friend of mine, and we got a brotherhood. Like I'm saying team, but in order to push some shit, you gotta have a family, man, and y'all gotta be locked in, and y'all gotta be operating at a high level and pushing forward and learning and trying and building and you know, just being serious, you know, and loyal to each other. So it's not just me. If it was just me, I wouldn't be able to do half shit I do. You know what I'm saying?
So there's a saying, just because you're not an entrepreneur doesn't mean you're a less than. How do you feel about that statement and how difficult is entrepreneurship really?
Entrepreneurship is not fun. You're gonna go through many years without making money before you finally figure it out how you're gonna do it. You're gonna have to go through the mud. You're gonna get belittled. People not gonna understand you. You're gonna get discouraged. You're gonna go through all of that. But that's why when our shit be popping, you know, I was like yesterday, I was in Miami and I was on the last night, the night before last, I was on South Beach in a Spectra looking at the water, and I just ate some steak from this spot called Faina's. The bill was like 800. And I could do that shit. You know what I'm saying? I could do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I put in the time, you know what I'm saying? I grinded for this shit. I sacrificed. I gave more than I got. I took the shorter end, you know what I'm saying? So respectfully, like, let's do what the fuck we want. But it take a lot to get to that point. And so if you're not an entrepreneur and don't want to go through all that shit, they have incredible jobs out here, you know what I'm saying? And you could
Not a
get
five.
you an incredible job and you don't have to go through that. You don't have to go through that. And I think many successful entrepreneurs, hell, they didn't think they was gonna be no entrepreneur. They just it was called upon them to do it. So I don't think it's a flex. I think that you could be successful doing anything. Entrepreneurship is one avenue, you know what I'm saying? And you don't gotta do that shit if you don't want to do it.
Do you think that the radio still matters in today's industry?
No, the radio doesn't matter. The radio isn't important. Uh
So you feel like it's more like social media based?
Like TikTok?
um Social media, I don't think that I don't think that I think good music is good music and it's gonna be able to connect with people depending on, if it's that good, it's gonna connect with people. People gonna fuck with it. You could make it out the radio. You could be singing on it in the middle of the street. Somebody record that shit. It go up. It could happen. Uh,
So now let's look at kind of like your music influences. What's the itch that pulls people into music, you think? Like what and like I would say base it off of yourself. Like when you listen to a song, what's something that makes you think like, nah, I fuck with this?
I think just the feeling. First, the production. You hearing the beat, and the beat will catch you. And then if someone just, I like real shit. So I gotta relate to you. I gotta view you as real, and I gotta hear the realness in it. But I'm just one listener though. You know what I'm saying? I know niggas. If the beat hitting hard, it's like a lot of females like Sexy Red killing the game. Like, yeah, good music, man, is gonna make you feel good. Like, they just, you know what I'm saying? For me to hear your shit though, you got to be talking about something. You know what I'm saying?
Who's your
That's just
top three?
top three.
Is that too small other than yourself?
Oh, I wouldn't. I'm not conceited now. You know what I'm saying?
I love him.
Um,
He said I wanted that.
I wouldn't have said myself, but
Here.
top three though. We got Lil Wayne.
Mhm.
Um, and we got Lil Wayne. We got Rich Homie Quan.
Mhm.
Um, and then we got Hov. You know what I'm saying? That's my top three. You know what I'm saying? It's my top three. You know what I mean? Like, along Lil Corn, and I'm gonna give my nigga flowers. And me and Corn got music, and I just feel like he influenced a generation of niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, harder than Future down there. You know what I'm saying? Niggas want to sound like and sing and rap like, bro did that shit. And that's just how I be. Like my nigga Walk, you know what I'm saying? He invented the sauce and everybody is dripping and drowning in sauce. And, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of times the originators They might not get as big as the imitators, but let's not forget the originators. You know what I'm saying? So that's my top three though.
So, as an artist, do you focus on keeping up with trends and sounds, or do you stay true to your own style regardless? And how do you
Uh,
balance industry awareness?
uh, well, I just create. You know what I'm saying? I think we could be like, and I just try to stay authentic. Of course, I try to stay true to myself. But artists are people. We impacted by the world. We impacted by culture. We impacted by what's going on. So I think, any nigga, and I'm gonna just be honest. You know what I'm saying? If I hear some shit, it might rub off on me a little bit. You get what I'm saying? Depending on how I like it. But that's just something I add to my game. You know what I'm saying? That's like a basketball player that see the way Kyrie Irving shoot the ball, and he might take his form or something to better his shot. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I listen to music in the car. I listen to music when I work out. So if I hear it enough, I'm gonna want to sample it. I'm gonna want to remix it. I'm gonna want to do something with it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. So I got like a two-part question.
All right.
So for one, what's your strategy for turning casual listeners into loyal fans? And then with that, how do you personally define success in music?
Um, Turning a casual, I think a casual listener to a fan, consistency. Somebody, a person knowing that you're not gonna stop. Like when people, it's a lot of women who super fans of Nicki Minaj. You know what I'm saying? And I think people know that Nicki is gonna dominate. You know what I'm saying? She gonna do her shit. Um, So when you become I think just consistency, a person knowing like, damn, Enzo finna drop something, that shit finna be hard. You know what I'm saying? That shit finna be dope. The music finna be crazy. Bro ain't no telling what bro gonna wear or do or say or what he gonna be in or just that. That's how you turn someone to a fan. Um, yeah, yeah.
Mhm. And then how do you define success in music?
Shit, if you happy, if you didn't leverage, everybody uses that gift a different way. So, I'm still reaching success. I don't, it's so crazy. Success, I don't really feel fully successful in music yet. But then I asked Chat GPT, am I successful? Chat GPT was like, yes, you're successful. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, I don't feel it yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm still growing. I'm still learning. I have fans. I know I got discography and music. I done worked with some of the best of them, from Lil Baby to Megan to Quan. I done traveled all around the country, popping my shit. I done made a name. But I think anybody that is in love with what they do, they never gonna feel that feeling. You know what I'm saying? That feeling never gonna come. Maybe when I perform in front of 10,000 people and I pack it out, I still might not feel successful. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. But success is how you define it. I think if you love what you do and you happy, you successful. So
Mhm.
So, talk to us about cash on delivery ENT. As a CEO, what goes into running a music company, and what type of artists are you looking to sign?
COD that's my heart. You know what I'm saying? COD is my heart. That's everything I embody. Cash on delivery is a family, uh, a loyalty club, a bank, motherfucking treasure chest. COD it don't get bigger than that in my book. That's my world. And I'm not looking for artists. I'm looking for men. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for women. I'm looking for people that know they self, that express themselves through this music shit. You know what I'm saying? And I already have an artist. His name Kenny Loafer. You know what I'm saying? So at Kenny underscore Loafer. And Kenny that's my brother. That's my dog. He the hardest. He the biggest. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. So, you know, you got to be special to get my attention and to get my time. and to attach to my brand. You know what I'm saying? This is big. You know, we
Mhm.
can't have no mysterious shit going on. You know what I'm saying? That I don't know about because I don't know the person. So it get tricky. But CLD, running it is not easy. It's a challenge every day. I'm learning every day. I'm trying to figure it out every day. It's work. You know what I'm saying? It's work and it costs.
Mhm. And what financial advice would you give to, I would say, young people, because you're not only a rapper but a businessman. What advice would you
Right.
give?
Definitely.
It's like what financial advice?
Definitely not just a rapper. I appreciate that. You know, rapper calling me rapper is like an insult. You know what I'm saying? But
It's more to
um,
me.
and what was your second question?
What financial advice would you give, especially since you run a business, like whether opening a business or just period in life?
Keep your overhead down. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to eat out every day. You don't need to always have on the most expensive shit. Um, cook. You know what I'm saying? You know, switch it up. So definitely, you know, control your finances, keep your overhead down, uh, be selfish. You know what I'm saying? You got to put yourself before the people that ask of you, that want things for you, from you. You have to just put your foot down and let them know that, hey, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I just can't do it. You got to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? That's on you to figure out. And then the last thing, um, financially, create streams. You know what I'm saying? One is too close to none. You know what I mean? So it's okay to do three, four things at once. You know, and the last things I'm in this real game. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm definitely gonna be one of the biggest in this shit. This interview is gonna be big, even if it ain't big now. It's gonna be big later. And save your money. Just save the shit. Like you don't have to just save your shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you get, take 30% of it and put the shit up. Just put it up. Just put it up. Put it in a shoebox. Put it in the bank. Give it to your mama. Till your mama hold it for you. Do whatever you need to do. If you make $100, put 30 of it up, man. Put 30 of it up. Do not touch that shit. Put a lock on it. And if you do that for a long enough time, you know, you're gonna have some money. So, so
I'm ready to cry. I just I put because for real, no, for real, I just put 5% more into my Roth, and then I just opened my high end yield savings today, and I'm just sitting here like this. I'm
yeah,
like, this is
yeah.
gonna pay off. Like,
So a high yielding savings account is a very good thing to have. So that's impressive. You're doing that at 24. You know what I'm saying? So
Nah.
that's hard. So yeah, save your money. It's gonna build interest. You just gotta save that shit. You ain't gotta, and it ain't no race or competition. I think that's a big misconception. People like looking at where people are at. Like, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you a girl and you see this girl got a Chanel bag that costs 20,000, you don't need that bag. You don't know what she did to get that bag. Let her have that bag. You know what I'm saying? It's no big deal. If I'm on my grind and I'm in a Benz and a dude next to me pull up in a Rolls Royce, I'm fine with my Benz. My car work. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. I don't know what he did to get that. I'm not trying. I might not do the things he did to get that. So you know, it's like we good. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to compare yourself to nobody, and you're gonna be all right.
We've seen you in the same room as YF and Lucci, but do you like know him personally?
Uh, you know, YFN Lucci and I, we got a connection through his label, and you know, his label. I'm good with some folks at his label, and I've been around you know, Lucci in his earlier years. So yeah, that's it's love on my end, it's love on their end. It's definitely a strong connection, for sure.
So,
Oh,
yeah, you do it. You do that one, and I'm gonna do the next one.
okay. So, what are your biggest goals right now as a real estate agent or
Okay,
real
so
estate whatever you call it,
yeah, but I'm not. I'm about to say I'm not a real estate agent.
developer?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So man, it's funny. So I'm a I'm a developer, so I build it. I build it and I work with contractors and we put a house up, you know what I'm saying, from the ground up, from the soil grading to the foundation, to the frame, to the sheetrock, to the siding, to the roof, the interior, to the kitchen.
Hmm. Okay, okay. I like
Yeah,
that. 'Cause
yeah.
I'm interested in interior design, so I'm listening like, okay, so that's one way.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, no, I get real crafty. You go to Enzo Development, the Instagram page for my real estate development company, and you can see the work. So
That you do.
I did my first house last year. So I'm still new to it, but I'm learning, I'm active, I'm hands-on, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm hands-on with that shit. I pick out light fixtures, I pick out flooring,
Okay.
I pick out mirrors, pick out everything. Shit.
So like without giving us, without sharing the recipe, give us the sauce on like how you got it started. And like what was your journey in getting into it?
I had to thank my mom for that. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And she just kind of threw it at me and threw it at me. And once she threw it at me, I started educating myself on it. You know what I'm saying? And I started just wanting to be involved. And once you get in it, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna immediately. It's kind of like if you say you want to learn how to dress, you're gonna end up understanding color, understanding style, understanding
Changes.
accessories. You know what I'm saying? So you can't say you build houses without one day you're gonna have to really give a fuck about a fridge. You know what I'm saying? One day you're gonna have to really give a fuck about an island. One day you're gonna have to really give a fuck about the floors. And you're gonna start looking at the shit and dissecting it. You know what I'm saying? So um I didn't grew a love for it at this point.
Mhm. Alright.
So now we're on some rapid
So
fire
this
questions.
this is I like that though because I'm about to keep that in my head because with their interior design.
I know
But
the questions are off. So
thank you. Thank your answers is great. But this last little section, we ain't never done this before, so I'm excited to do it.
all right.
We're gonna do some rapid fire questions. So we're gonna give him a time to answer, or you gonna say like he only can answer in like 3 words.
Mm, you can do 3 words.
Okay. So you got three. Matter of fact, we're gonna give you five. 'Cause they're a little long. So 5 words. And each question you gotta answer in 5 words. That's it.
I have to answer in five. I can't do it in five or less. So got to be five.
Five or less. Five or less.
All right, five. All right.
All right, they're
Five
gonna
is
go
a
quick.
lot. I could do it in one. But go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, so first thing you do when you wake up.
Oh, oh
Did
no,
it freeze?
skip. Yes. What's the first thing
Okay,
you
wait.
yeah,
Okay,
do it
now I
again.
hear you again.
You skip.
First thing you do when you wake
All right,
up.
brush my teeth.
Last thing you do before you go to bed.
It depends.
Okay, okay.
What's your what's your biggest current goal or aspiration?
Get 10 million.
Into me, okay. What's the book that changed your life, your whole perspective?
The Quran.
Yeah.
What's something you valued early on that you no longer value today?
Money.
And what does respect truly mean to you?
Love.
There you have it. It was truly a blessing having you here. And we appreciate you letting us get insight
Oh yeah.
on life and your
Nah,
journey
I
and
appreciate.
everything from set.
Yeah, yeah, I appreciate that. It was a pleasure meeting y'all. You know, y'all two beautiful young women. I wish y'all number
Thank
success,
you.
greatness. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for taking the time out, interviewing me. And the questions was great. This was amazing. I can't wait to chop it up. The questions hard. So y'all keep doing what y'all doing. I see this shit getting super big. And y'all got my support. 100%.
Thank you.
We got to stay connected too. Shoot, you don't never know.
We're
Make
gonna
sure you stay
stay
connected.
connected.
Be safe and have a good day.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna work all
Appreciate
day.
it.
So.
Y'all have a good day too.
You too.